Hey everyone, this video is an addendum to part 13. I wanted to make a quick correction. A viewer pointed out that some of the harmonies that I said were happening in the video were incorrect. And after checking it, I confirmed that in fact it was wrong. And the implications are actually pretty big. You can't quite use it to change chords like I thought you could. So I want to spend some time today just talking really quickly and clearing up what I got wrong and talking about how we can still use this patch. So in the video, I talked about the chord progression that I was using was A minor, F, C, G. I didn't catch it, but when I programmed in on the first sequencer, C, E, and G, the second sequencer was transposing it to A, but it was transposing the key to A and not the chord to A. For some reason in my mind, I thought that the quantization would happen after the fact, so it would bring it all back to the notes of the C major scale, but that's not the way it's wired up. Quantization comes before, and when it transposes, it's the same thing as that video I did on changing keys, where you're plugging in something into VCO1 and pressing a key and changing the whole key. So rather than A minor playing, it was actually A major playing. And I'm really surprised I didn't hear that at the time. I think I was just too excited about the idea that you'd be able to do this. But that viewer had some really great ears and noticed it right away and pointed it out. And so thank you so much for letting us know that that is actually right. Let's take a quick look and see what was happening and maybe some other uses for this patch. Okay, so here I've got a patch it's pretty similar to what it was in the last video. I've got the dead patch. Sequencer 2 is attached to VCO1, and this is what it sounds like. So how I said the harmony was going was an A minor, F, C, G. Unfortunately, that was incorrect. This is a major arpeggio, and when the sequencer 2 moves the first oscillator, it doesn't actually stay quantized to the notes of C major. So the first step, when sequencer 2 is on the first step, the chord that you're actually hearing arpeggiated is A major. Can't believe I didn't hear that last night. It's clearly not a minor chord. I'm pretty bummed out about it. It does not appear like you can use this patch to jump around chords diatonically. The sequencer 2 will actually transpose the key. You know, in retrospect, that makes a lot of sense because the control voltage coming out changes the key, just like in the video I did with the MIDI controller when we were sending control voltage into VCO1 to change the key. And I tried all kinds of different ways. I tried flip-flopping them and having sequencer 1 changing VCO2, but it didn't work the same way. So it's kind of unfortunate. It's not as groundbreaking and cool as I thought it was going to be, but I still think that the patching principle holds true. There's still some value to doing this, to connecting two sequencers to one oscillator. If I had chosen the harmony last night of going C, F, G, F or something like that, then it probably would have been fine and we would have never noticed. You could use this to change keys, although it does sort of eliminate the use of one oscillator if you wanted to set sequencer 2 to a particular key, so in this case A. Now, every note that you play on sequencer 1, no matter where you set it, is going to be in the key of A. See, we're still playing notes in the key of A. So that is another way that you can change keys in the Subharmonicon, although it limits you to a four-step sequencer and eliminates the use of VCO2. Again, this is one of those things about the sub that in some ways it's extremely freeing and in some ways it's extremely limiting, and this is just kind of one of the quirks of the synth. I was a bit excited about it, but today's a new day. So I hope this video clears some things up and sets the record straight. Let me know what you think in the comments section. I've got 3 more videos that I have planned in the series. The next video is going to be sticking with 8 steps equal temperament and showing a different way to kind of build chords. Then I was going to do a video on using 12-step equal temperament and a video showing a juxtaposition between equal temperament and just intonation. But one of the things I love about doing the series as I've been doing it this way is that I'm leaving it really open just in case more patching ideas like this come my way, and then we can investigate it. I love the comments and suggestions. Even though last night's video had an error in the harmony, it still created some really great discussions in the comment section about how to use the sub, and it got people really thinking about things. So I still think that it has some value in it. Well, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.